حي على الفلاح.
So therefore, make the most of these days and try to develop yourself, your relationship with Allah, as I said, and secondly, your relationship with the rest of the creatures of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The piety of a person is closely depicted by his character or her character. If a person thinks he is pious, because he does his salah, because he has a lot of knowledge, because for example he gives zakah, because for example he might be fasting a lot, that is not piety in its entirety. True piety can be picked up by witnessing a person's character and conduct. The two go hand in hand. If you want to know how pious you are, take a look at your character and conduct, together with your obligations unto Allah. We're not belittling the obligations unto Allah. Together with your obligations unto Allah, take a look at your character, your conduct. This is why, and I will end on this note, when the Prophet ﷺ was asked by the Sahaba radiallahu anhum, tell us the characteristics of those who will enter Jannah. Guess what he said? Two things. Who knows them? He said two things. Those who will be in Jannah will have two main characteristics. What are they? Who knows them? One is husnul khuluq. The first one is taqwallahi. Look at how beautifully it's worded. Prophet ﷺ says two things: taqwallahi wa husnul khuluqi. Taqwallahi wa husnul khuluqi. Two things will take you to Jannah. The features of the people of Jannah: they will have a relationship with Allah that is strong, that's taqwallahi, and they will have husnul khuluqi, a relationship with the other creatures of Allah that will be beautiful. Whether people agree with you, disagree with you, whoever, Muslim, non-Muslim, whoever they are, whatever they're doing, your akhlaq towards them, your character towards them will be beautiful, will be beautiful. In that case, you truly have an understanding of Allah. You know that the same way Allah made me, He made him, He made her, He made all the other creatures. I need to respect everything that Allah made if I respect Allah. If I love you and I respect you, I'm going to respect your entire family and anything to do with you, your business, whatever to do with you, I respect it because I respect you. And I will take care of it because I love you. What about your respect of Allah? What about what He has made? Do you think He just made everything for nothing? He made it to test you. What's your character going to be like towards the things I made? If Allah wanted, He wouldn't have made the dogs and the pigs and the monkeys and the snakes. But He made all of those to test you and I. What will you do? Are you just going to go and start shooting and start, wreaking havoc and destroying even the plants and so on? No. Develop your relationship with Allah and have good akhlaq. Can I just end that hadith? The hadith started off by saying, what are the characteristics of those who will enter Jannah? And he says, taqwallahi wa husnul khuluq. Then he was asked, what are the characteristics of those who will not make it to Jannah? Those who will enter hellfire, what would have been the reason for them to get there? Do you know what he says? You're going to get a shock. Al-famu wal-farju. Two things. Two things: the tongue and the private parts. Those are the two things that will be driving people out of Jannah, be driving people into the wrong place. And you know what, my brothers and sisters? We have a gift of Allah. Guess what it's called? Tawbah. Istighfar. That is a gift of Allah. It is such a beautiful gift of Allah that we don't need to despair. No matter what you've done, Allah says, my slave, just come to me, I will take you. Turn to Allah. Have hope in the mercy of Allah. There is a lot of hopelessness. No. Develop your relationship with Allah. Let's improve our tongues, the use of our tongues. Let's protect our modesty and chastity. And Allah will grant us Jannatul Firdaus. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless us all. أقول قولي هذا وصلى الله وسلم وبارك على نبينا محمد.